Jonathan Ross has begun preparations for his annual lavish Halloween party, famous for welcoming a whole host of celebrities and A-listers. The broadcaster, 62, puts on the bash in his sprawling family home in leafy Hampstead, London, where star-studded guests dress up in their best spooky outfits. For 2 years, the party was canceled in 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, and the following year because his daughter Betty, 32, was struggling with fibromyalgia, but it came back with a bang last October. However, it was held at Camden nightspot KOKO for the first time instead of Ross's famous home last year, but has now returned to his family home for the first time in 3 years. Preparations were underway once again as enormous pumpkins were seen being carried onto the patio, while various ghoulish structures, including what looked to be a massive forbidding gate, were assembled. In addition, giant stone walls were carried into the ground to build a fairy-tale-esque castle with turrets. Those who have attended in the past include the likes of Rita Ora, Holly Willoughby, Nicole Scherzinger, Alan Carr, and Joan Collin. Last year, Spice Girl Mel C went as Morticia Adams, while Rita dressed up as a very scantily clad Lyle Von Ruman from Death Becomes Her. The famous party returned in 2022 for the first time in 2 years, after Ross revealed the heartbreaking reason behind the cancellation. After the party was canceled for the first time in 2020 due to COVID restrictions, the broadcaster, 62, called it off for a second time the following year for a personal and emotional reason. The comedian canceled for a second time after his daughter Betty was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a long-term disorder characterized by chronic muscle pain. Betty also has chronic fatigue syndrome and postural tachycardia syndrome, which causes an abnormal increase in the heart rate after sitting or standing. Confirming his decision to cancel for the sake of his daughter in 2021, he told Good Morning Britain, "One of our children isn't well. It's fibromyalgia, which is quite debilitating. She's back home with us and we're looking after her." Ross, whose annual bash is normally a staple of the celebrity calendar, explained that he didn't feel comfortable throwing the party while she is struggling with the condition and feared any of his guests falling ill from COVID after attending the party, and so decided to cancel the event. He said, "I had a feeling it wasn't going to be over yet, and it does look like the figures are creeping up again. We always have a couple of hundred people to the party, and as you know, about half of them are from show business. So if there was a breakout, would wipe out half the shows on TV. So we don't want that. We wouldn't want to be a super spreader event. She's upstairs in the bedroom, and I thought, I can't in good conscience have a big loud fun party downstairs, and one of my children is locked in a room upstairs. It would be like something out of a horror novel. So really, just out of a good conscience, we're not going to do it, but hopefully next year we'll be back."